Oh my gritty walkway, it's race day. Hello humans, it's 1:05. As usual, we are behind checkout and we're leaving the Porsche Curves campsite to take our position in stand 18, which is before the Dunlop Bridge on the left hand side of the start finish straight for the race, and chose that position to benefit Gareth Jones on speed this year. More on that later. I'll explain what that's all about. As you know, the build up to a 24-hour race takes some 4 hours, and I love all the pomp and circumstance, but we've covered it pretty extensively on the programme in the past. But it's hard, isn't it, Zog, at the build up to the race when you're in the grandstands, not to get swept along by the sense of the tradition of the event and the level of excitement. It's good, isn't it?
Well, it's a very special occasion and a very special kind of atmosphere, and yeah, it's always quite emotional seeing the very start of the race as the cars pick up speed just after you've heard the strains of Also Sprach Zarathustra over the PA. I love that. The anticipation of waiting for them to come around the Fort Chicane and get out on the start finish straight is just magical. Yeah,
it is magical. It's like waking up on Christmas morning, that sort of feeling when you were a child. You're wide-eyed. It's what we come for, the whole event, but that is very much one of the pivotal moments around which the entire event rotates. You can probably hear.
There to get the train.
Okay.
So let's just wait for.
We'll wait. I'm standing. Let's give you an idea. I've just come out the gates of our campsite, and the Porsche Curves, the exit, goes over a public road. There's a tiny tunnel, and you probably heard cars going past as I was talking to Zog then. Those are the cars doing their installation laps, so they're all making their way around the big circuit to be lined up. I'm crossing the road so I'm paying attention. Wonder what that was. Do we see any colour, flash of colour as that went by?
Blue.
It was blue?
No, red.
Red?
Yeah.
It's
definitely red.
Was it an LMP2? It was quite a fruity old noise.
It was very nice, very slow. Don't know what they're warm-up lap or
yeah, just installation laps.
Right.
They're taking the cars around to the grid just to make sure they're working, and they'll line them all up now in that traditional Le Mans diagonal line down one side of the start finish straight. And the pomp and circumstances, pomping and circumstanting, if that's a word. Here's another sound, Le Petit Train. You know those sort of holiday maker tourist trains? They're like little tractors that tow 3 little carriages for people on them. Listen, there it goes. And it sounds very like a Ferrari going the other way. Right, we've got to work out which stand we need to get on Le Petit Train, so bear with me while I do that. Oh, a bit of hubbub, lovely Le Mans hubbub, can you hear the hubbub? Because we're on the start finish straight. How's you like the spot we chose, Stevie?
Pretty gorgeous, isn't it? Really great. Just at the end of the pit lane, so we're just opposite the last pits. Really great. And then we got a fantastic view up the hill towards the Dunlop Bridge. Beautiful.
And if we lean right, we can see the start-finish line just about, but you can see the entire main grandstand over the pits. We chose this position very carefully because last year we were up in the stand, I think it's called 34, which is opposite on the inside of the circuit, and it's a real executive stand, concrete, 3 tiers high, and it's got a solid roof. And we found, whilst that was a superb place to see all the pomp and circumstance for the start of the race, it was actually almost impossible to broadcast during the race because of the sound bouncing off the roof from the cars and the level of the commentary, which was so incredibly loud. So, rather than enjoy it as a punter, we chose somewhere that will work as a podcast as well, because that's why we do it. We do it for you guys. And knowing that you guys will enjoy it as much as we do makes me happy. Being at Le Mans makes me happy. Raf, first impressions? You've never done this before, have you?
No, I haven't. No, it's incredible. Like, just saying as we were walking up the steps, like the sense of anticipation as you come up over the steps, almost expected the crowd to go, ah, you know, as we came up. All the people, that's really surprised me. I didn't expect there to be so many people on the start-finish straight just yet, but obviously they are. And then we're just like, oh, the cars are there. You can't see the cars for the people. But this is a fantastic spot. You can see the whole way down the straight, the whole thing, start-finish, round to the first corner. It's going to be an incredible place to see the start of the race.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, we've done well. We've done very well. We're in the second row of Grandstand 16. It's called something 16. It's got a name, hasn't it?
Tribune 16.
No, it's called Sommer. Sommer, S-O-M-M-E-R, 16, Sommer, who I think was probably a driver, perhaps, in the 1930s. I'll look into that. But yeah, we're in a great position. And yeah, race time soon. It's now 4 minutes to 2, so we've got 1 hour and 4 minutes before hair standing up on the back of your arms time. Yahoo! We're here. There's actually a group of guys standing around a table in front of us in the general admission area, all dressed in sort of turquoisey blue. One of them has got a trumpet with him, and he's playing the most fantastic shrill fanfares when incidental things happen, like all the grid girls marched up into position carrying the flags of all the drivers, and they got a fanfare from the audience. Well, one guy on his trumpet. It was lovely. I hope they play a lot more during the race. I think overtaking manoeuvres should be followed by a fanfare,
A
Stevie.
small celebratory fanfare, definitely.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Adds to the whole atmosphere.
And they've got some canapes set up on their table.
Very civilised.
Very civilised. Yeah, no, they've got things set up very well. Yeah.
Sense of excitement as Alonso appeared at the head of the grid and is making his way through to line up with all the team members. They do this before the race, so they'll lay out all the teams and their national flags, and Alonso's making his way towards the Toyota Japanese flag, which is leading at the head of the whole procession, and there's a huge queue of media scrum around him, all holding up lenses. There's some shoving around going on. I can see as radio reporters trying to get their mics in, they've got helmets on. This is, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before. It's like Trump has turned up or something, the scale of it.
A lot of excitement for around Alonso. Huge scrum. I mean, look at the massive people here.
And a murmur went around the stand. I heard people behind say, Alonso, Alonso. Alonso, I should say, not so. Alonso. I wonder if the guys dressed in blue are Alonso fans. Where's he from? Oviedo? Isn't that the colour of their region, that blue and yellow? That's their flag. I think these could be Alonso fans. So the grid is still packed at 2:15 p.m. They've got the flags out, all laid out, but there's no real sign that they're clearing the grid at the moment. Steady movement of people, but oh yeah, hang on, there is another body of people moving. I think that's Miss Lamont in her crown as well, with a lot of suited people. They're walking.
Taking a picture.
What's happening?
Alonso was taking a picture of the crowd around him.
I was looking at the crowd behind him. There's a mass walking down the pit lane. I'm trying to see who it is. Who's that arriving? Who's that walking down the pit lane? Something very exciting happening. I'm looking on the screen, I can see Jean Todt is one of the people in that melee. So Jean Todt, as the president of the FIA and one of the two organisations sanctioning this race, will be here for the grand start. And I don't know who's performing the start this year. Let me see if I can find out.
Gareth Jones on speed!
You know the slow reveal, that is the striptease of the beginning of motorsport events. It's happening right now. People are clearing from the grid, and as they clear, the cars are emerging. The wraps have been come off. They're all lined up diagonally in Le Mans tradition start down one side, and from right in front of me I can see the whole of the LMP1 grid. Working backwards, I can see Russian flags, Austrian flags, French flags, American flags, Swiss flags, Russian flags, another Swiss flag, and 2 Japanese flags, revealing from right to left. We've got one of the G-Drive LMP2 cars just creeping into my frame there. Then there's the first of the BR cars from, is that the SMP racing car? Oh no, they're the Manor cars, of course. The TSRM, is that what they're called? Manor Racing? We'll call them Manor, running Ginettas. Is one of the Ginettas running in orange? Forgive me for not knowing all this, but I haven't had a chance to catch up on the Spotter's Guide. I keep leaving it in my vehicle and not getting a chance to read it. It would help me if I had that in front of me right now, just to be certain. I can only apologise. But nevertheless, they're all here. The Collis car looks amazing, I have to say, with its crazy high nose like the last of the Audis that ran here. And its lime yellow reflective high-vis colour on silver, looks great. Next to a United Autosports car. Oh, here comes Zog with beer. Interrupt everything. I'll take that one. Thank you very much indeed. And the Dragon Speed car, the second of the Rebellions, the number 3 car, which is my second favourite Rebellion, but my favourite car is the number 1 Rebellion, of course. But I'm also back in the number 7 Toyota. I think Toyota, if they win it, have earned it. But I want football incoming. Drivers are kicking footballs. Who was that? Alonso kicked that. Really? He just landed right in front of me. That's ridiculous. He signed it. There's a girl in front of me who's got a Fernando Alonso signed football. A Le Mans 24-hour football. There's no place for football on the grid, I always say. But there you go. That's okay. There go the band. Well, the trumpet player. Yeah, the crowd is finally clearing away now. The second of the Toyotas is my Toyota, the number 7, is peeling away. Being revealed. The number 1 Rebellion right in front of me, with the Union flag in monochrome on the tip of the nose with the TVR logo, which I'm very pleased to see. TVR have a right to be involved in motorsport at Le Mans. They race here under their own right. Pleased to see them on my car, up the Rebellion. But I am really, really split on this, because I am such a Toyota fan. I've driven a Toyota for 20 years. Love hybrid technology. And Toyota are still here when Porsche and Audi and Peugeot and Nissan have all gone. So I love Toyota, and if they win this, they deserve the win. But you've got to earn it. What's that, Zog?
I see Fernando Alonso with Buemi down there.
Right in front of us. I can see Alonso putting on his jacket right in front of me, taking his position as the teams line up, not just the drivers but the chief mechanics. Immaculately turned out. I can see Kazuki. Where's Buemi? Huge crowd is around Alonso. He's standing next to Mr. Michelin. If they put Mr. Michelin alongside Juan Pablo Montoya, we wouldn't know which was which, would we? And I love Juan Pablo. He's my LMP2 driver of the day, I think. There are others, but I'm watching him.
Still a huge crowd around Alonso. Look at the press.
Yeah. And the others are empty. Yeah, pretty much everyone is around Alonso. Most of the teams have lined up now. Of course, they're getting all the attention. They're the quickest car. They're at the head of the grid. But at the head of that grid is Alonso at the end of the line, and there's Buemi now taking his place alongside Alonso. So Buemi's at the head of the line, the leader of that car.
There's a Japanese flag disappearing down the...
Yep. Why? Where's it going?
And being replaced by a Swiss flag.
I can see my old mate Louise Beckett covering it for WEC TV, pit lane reporter. Louise was in A1 Grand Prix with me, and she was a PA back then, a very, very good PA. And by PA, I don't mean personal assistant. Oh, the trophy's been driven down in, I don't know, is that a Chenard de Walker, that car? Who knows? One of the early cars from the history of Le Mans, the Chenard de Walker 1, of course. The trophy Le 24 Heures has been driven down. Sorry, I was saying Louise was not a personal assistant, but a production assistant. Did all the timings on the live broadcast and organised travel for about 400 people. Amazing abilities, and I'm very pleased that she's a pit lane reporter. She's very good. There'll be other people on the grid. I know Bruce Jones, again, from my A1 days. He's often reporting. They work so hard, all of them on Radio Le Mans. They love it, though. I had a brief chat with John Hindolf and a couple of the others last night at the Travel Destinations Porsche Curves campsite, because it's the official Radio Le Mans campsite. They do a sort of presentation there for half an hour that's lovely to witness. And you get to have a chat with them. Bonus. Right, teams are lined up now. Stevie's getting pictures. Can't be far away now from some big ceremonial stuff. We couldn't have had a better position. We're right in front of the leading contenders. These are the big boys. We couldn't have had a better position, Raf.
Oh, it's amazing.
These are the guys who should win it. Should win it.
In front of us, right in front of us. Yeah, I've done like every little step of this is unexpected, obviously for me, because this is my first time. But just seeing all these people, all the different teams all lined up like this, it's beautiful. It's so nice.
It is. It's beautiful. It is. Yeah, the range of colours and the way that they're all turned out, the national flags, it's immaculate. It's quite a display. I missed the start of Le Marseillaise, but immediately they hear it, all the French stand. Hair standing up on my arms. Huge lump in my throat. I'll stand with my French cousins. They invented this sport. I'll stand with them. Right, as things get louder, I'm going to turn the record level down on this machine. You know the routine, I've talked you through it before, but I'm going to tell you what's happening because it's just showbiz. A French Army helicopter, there you go, is hovering over the start-finish line. They've dropped 100 foot maybe of abseiling cable and abseil down and deliver the flag, which is the French flag for the traditional start to this race. And here come two more guys. What are they bringing? There's an Argentinian flag being flown just in front of me here, and I don't know if there are any Argentinian drivers here. Of course, Argentina got a great tradition in motorsport. Fangio, of course, the first world champion, was an Argentinian. Right, the helicopter nose down and is diving down the start-finish straight right in front of us at stand level. Listen. The French Land Army. It's how a Eurocopter knife edges its way, doing a full Chandelle turn, I think they call that, at the end of the pit lane, and has vanished down the outside of the stand now. It's like a war movie, isn't it?
I've never seen a thing do that before.
You know, you watched Aliens, you know the drop ship in Aliens?
It's a lot like that.
It's like that, but real. Right, the flag has been delivered to the trophy and handed. Who is that, Zog? Do we know?
Rafa Nadal, tennis player.
Right.
A well-known tennis player.
I've heard of this sport. So I can see Jackie Hicks, Rafa Nadal, Jean Todt, the commentator, and someone else, I don't know who that is, on the screen right in front of me. Not only do we have the track, we have the screen as well. And because I'm not listening to the commentary, I have no idea what's going on, but luckily Zog is, so between us we'll get there. The French Land Army Marines, I suppose they are. Take the salute from the crowd. The grid girls are now leaving. That straight line of all the teams standing transversely across the track alongside their cars is broken up. Lots of patting of team drivers and hugging as the drivers get in the car for the warm-up lap and the start of the blooming race. Oh my trousers. There was a huge cheer as Fernando Alonso and Kazuki Nakajima walked away from their car, leaving their teammate Buemi to drive it. I can see Neil Jarney. Neil Jarney's going over to greet Fernando to greet Buemi, shake him on the hands as he gets in the car. So Neil won't be in the car for the opening stint. Buemi leads in the number 8 Toyota. Is Mike Conway going to take the number 7 car? What colour's Mike Conway's helmet? Is it yellow and green? Forgive me for not knowing that. I'll find out in due course. Any doubts, Zog, that the LMP1 field was going to be a bit light this year have been allayed? Look at that in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 LMP1 cars from a range of different teams and skills, different chassis. We've got a race, haven't we?
Yeah, and you have to give the ACO credit for doing a tremendous job in pulling together such a strong field, you know, after the shock of losing such strong manufacturer presence last year. So yeah, I think I'm surprised. I didn't think it was going to be this strong. They've done a great job.
It's great. You know, Le Mans has its own momentum. There's Jackie Hicks. Jackie Hicks, Belgian, 6 times winner. His daughter, Vanina Hicks.
1969.
You're correct. And one of them, yeah.
Discovered tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, hang on, no spoilers. You'll find out what that's all about later. Jackie Hicks, what a hero. And his daughter, Vanina Hicks, one of my favourite racing drivers over the last 20 years. Seriously. Vanina's smile, I melt. She got mentioned in a song I wrote called 24 Hours in the style of Streets, I think. Yeah, a few years ago. Jackie Hicks' daughter gets a mention. Is that Henri Pescarolo? No. I thought it might be one of the great legends of Le Mans, Henri.
5-minute warning.
Oh no. 5 minutes and it actually happens. Oh, Raf's gone to the toilet. Raf's gone to the loo. Raf sat down. He'd vanished. I turned around, he'd vanished.
I was blocking him.
Raf's just going to fall over when the start
Right,
comes.
there are some treaded tyres coming out.
Yeah, some of the teams have brought wet tyres out, just in case we get downpour at the start, in addition to the tyres that they will start on, of course.
Right.
It's dry, it's cloudy, sort of a Simpsons cloud sky.
It doesn't feel... as
No,
though
it's
gonna
cool
rain.
and breezy and very comfortable. Not cool, but pleasant temperature. Very, very good. Right, the doors are still open on the cars. The number 7's been lowered down off its jacks. The other cars are off their jacks. The French seem to be chanting that chap in the brown jacket that I thought was Henri Pescarolo. Do we know who that is, Zog?
What was that?
Do we know who the chap in the brown jacket is?
Sorry, which brown jacket?
Tan jacket over there.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, I haven't been...
Not just me
no, I've
then.
missed him. No.
He's getting a warm welcome though. Yeah, I'm going to do this programme. I've just decided this section of the show in real time. Rather than stop and pick up, I'm just going to record all the time. So if I'm quiet and you end up just hearing what's going on, please lose yourself in the atmosphere and the commentary.
Is that Jackie X in the safety car?
Oh, he's just got in. He was wearing it. Yeah, he's got in it, has he? So he's not starting the race, but he's driving the safety car.
I think he is.
Of course. He's
Very
Jackie
cool.
X. Yeah. All this is probably wrong, but who we think might be
No,
Jackie
the
X.
jacket's Henri Pescarolo.
It was Henri. I said, didn't I? It's Henri Pescarolo. Thank you, Zog.
Broke out the binoculars, managed to get a look at him.
Only saw him from the back of his head. He's got a big beard these days. He'll feature in a story you'll hear very soon on Gareth Jones on Speed as well. Henri, local hero, Frenchman, had his own team.
Down there, is he
In the brown jacket. He's an old man now. He must be in his 70s. A hero of the 1960s and 70s. Living legend.
Yeah, but the honour and the accolade that he still receives.
Yeah. People know him.
Absolutely.
Even I knew him from the back. From the back. From 80 feet without my glasses on. So Rafa Nadal, a tennis player, is going to wave the flag, I think. 1 minute. Start your motors. Here come the display team. The Tricolore French display team in their Alpha Jets. Down the start-finish straight. I'm going to be quiet. Listen to this. They're approaching the stand, trailing red, white and blue smoke, tracking from right to left. The lights are on over my heads. There they go, the engines are all running. They're going to wave the cars away. I'm sorry, this is the earliest I've ever got. I'm actually crying already. There goes the number 8, the number 7, they leave their position. Behind, there go the Rebellion. The SMP Racing. The other Rebellion. The United Autosports car. The other SMP car. The Collis car doesn't get away. The Collis car has been held as the LMP2s, the G-Drive cars, get away. Will the Collis car, LMP1, have to start from the pit lane? They have not let them go. I don't know what the reason is. There goes the LMP2 jumbo car of Jan Lammers. I'm watching him closely. Tracy Crone in the Eurasia car. Here come the GT Pros. The Fords. The other Fords. 911 RSR. The Corvettes. The 488 Prize. Another Ford. The BMWs. The Corvette. 488. AF Corks car. The Aston Martin, the new Vantage. The old Vantage, the amateur class. Dragon Racing. The final Aston Martin. Two Aston Martins, Ferrari, a 911, a 488. And there go the entire flipping field. The Collis car is held right in front of me. They've got it running. How about that for support? Now, will he be allowed to take position? That was exciting.
Fantastic. That was wonderful.
The Collis car had to wait for the entire field to go by, and when he was released, the support he got. Because we're not all Collis fans, but we want everyone to start the race. Will he be allowed to take position? What's happened? He spun.
And then he spun.
He spun at the Dunlop Bridge.
Yes.
Man. It's a cruel race for Le Mans. He's managed to get going. This is Gareth Jones on speed in real time from the start of the 2018 24 hour of Le Mans. After a start like that, what are they going to do?
Unbelievable.
Spontaneous singing of the Marseillaise now. Led by that trumpeter, who I rather suspect is French rather than Spanish, because he knew that and played it with such conviction. Isn't that marvellous? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Ralph's peaking. It's too exciting, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, what?
Ralph's run out of words. Meanwhile, on the screens, the cars are going around the circuit. This is Gareth Jones on speed, unedited. A bit of a gas top, non-stop, the entire start of the race in real time. On the screens right now, we're seeing shots of friends and family in the grid. I wonder if we're going to get one or two warm-up laps. Sometimes you get two warm-up laps and the weather's a bit inclement, but I think they're going to let them go if they're all close enough together, and the Collis car has taken its place at the tail end or near the tail end of the LMP1 part of the grid. If they've managed to get him past and he's allowed to do that, then we're in good shape for a start. I can see the cars on Honardières. Is that the second chicane? Is that the second chicane?
I think so.
Following the pace car. Beautiful. I'm sure you can see this in your imagination, but on the screen in front of me now, a long straight with 10 highly developed endurance racing cars optimised for travelling at 200 miles per hour or more, and capable of doing that largely for 24 hours. That's not just a race car, that's a race car that's a useful machine. To build a sprinter that can do it for an hour and a half is an achievement. To build a car which could race at almost 90%, almost 100% for 24 hours, that's quite something, isn't it? Now, you have noticed that there's music playing as they back time the piece of music for the start of the race, so that when they cross the line we get the euphoric peak to the song, if they've done it right and the cars are travelling at the right speed. Well, the big race is about to start. Once again, Toyota are poised in the best possible position to win Le Mans, but have failed to do it on a myriad of occasions. This is their best chance ever. The only car with hybrid power competing against a field of very talented but less developed, less sophisticated machinery that may be more robust than the hybrid car. Will they be able to put enough pressure on Toyota to make them make a mistake? Or perhaps steal a win, or make it hard for Toyota to win this race that they've been trying to win for, is it 30 years or more now?
So to hear the Aston's got a rule change benefit yesterday.
I didn't. They've got the balance of performance. They've given them a larger air restrictor, have they? I missed that. Thank you, Stevie.
10 kilo less weight.
Good.
And a turbo boost.
For the Pro car.
Pro car.
Great, because they weren't looking as quick as they should have been. That's good news.
So what's that called? A balance?
The balance of performance.
That was it. That's fantastic that they do that right up to the last minute.
Yeah. So we've got a race.
Yeah, exactly.
They're managing it for the fans.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's not artificial because the rules are the same for everyone. If your car doesn't seem close enough, we'll help it a little bit. If your car's too fast, we'll inhibit a little bit. So we're all playing the same game.
Yeah. Well, it's in everyone's interest to have a race.
Yeah. It's gone very quiet now. Listen as they play Also Sprach Zarathustra. The 86th running of the Le Mans 24 Hours begins. The cars have lined up round about the Ford chicane. They're approaching the start-finish straight, which is to my right. I won't try and commentate, just enjoy the sound. To Also Sprach Zarathustra, this is the start of the Le Mans 24 Hours 2018. They're not there yet, but any second now, that pace car will indicate right and peel away, releasing a grid of tens of thousands of brake horsepower, 60 cars who will roar past us at the same time. One of the greatest moments in motorsport anywhere, and I'm not bigging this up. I am privileged to watch the smiles on people around me. Here we go. Silence from me. I didn't see who that was, but one of the LMP2 cars is now being chased by the medical car. There may be yellow flags.
I thought that was a rebellion losing its nose.
Was it? No. One of the cars has lost its nose. Is that a rebellion?
That's the number one rebellion.
No!
Yes, it was.
Contact in the first corner.
Rebellion number one.
This is insane. You can only lose the race in the first lap. That's my car, the Gianni car. I can see Ford's overtaking on the Mulsanne straight. Oh dear, that wasn't the start I wanted. For the non-hybrid teams to beat Toyota, they're going to need to have a perfect race. Fords are wide, getting ahead of the Ferraris. The two Porsches I'm watching on the screen now, on the coming to the second of the chicanes. Wow. The Rebellion I'm watching on the screen is losing position corner after corner as he tries to bring the car home, clearly to give it a new nose on this end of the first lap. Not the start I wanted, but I've said it before and I'll say it again, Le Mans is a cruel race. You can get delivered the most shocking things very early on, and that's it, that's your chance. But luckily the Rebellion is still running, having lost its nose with some form of contact. It's still able to get round and stay in the race, but they're one nose down. The cars are, I think, coming up to the Porsche curves now. As we wait, holding my breath, trying to watch it on TV, but I'm concerned about the Rebellion. I shouldn't be, because it hasn't got a flat tyre, so we haven't got a flailing tread destroying bodywork. It's just a car without a nose. It can't go quickly. I'm looking at the Collis car behind Porsche GTs. Number 7 Toyota leads number 8, followed by the SMP car, and then the number 3 the Rebellion. There go the other SMP cars. Gibson engine LMP2 sounding very much the same. We're waiting to see the Rebellion. The Rebellion number 1 makes it into the pits. They are taking a view on the car, whether to push it into the garage, whether they can swap the nose on the grid, or they in the pit lane rather. Have they got the trolley out? They haven't brought a nose out to fit it. They put it on. It's down off its jacks. It's away. Losing no more than 1 minute. Hooray! There's still hope. Go on! Excellent. Excuse me, I'm going to relax.
Gareth Jones on speed.
I've always said that the sound of the cars at Le Mans is musical. But I've noticed something as the LMP2 cars a melody as they go past. And when they arrive, this is the melody they sing. Those are the GT cars go through. The LMP2 cars go la 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 la. You listen. Not those. All those. You've got to wait for the LMP2 cars to come round. They're singing that melody. Where are they on the circuit?
Yes, drops of rain.
Drops of rain in the air. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gulf Porsche leaves the pit lane. Is someone shouting, oi, oi, Samaloi? la 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 la. La 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 la. Can you hear it?
Rebellion's through.
Hooray. The rebellion is fighting its way back through the field, having lost pace earlier on. It's trying to regain position. We've got a racer. You can hear it, can't you? La 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 la. It's 6:10 in the evening. A little over 3 hours of running of this big 24-hour race. I just thought I'd pick up on something I got wrong earlier on. I saw an Argentinian flag and I said, who's that? Who's that for? And of course, it's for Jose Maria third driver, number 7, Toyota, my Toyota. I thought Jose Maria Lopez was an American. Of course he's not, he's Argentinian. Sharing the car with Kamui Kobayashi and Mike Conway. So there you go. Another reason to love the number 7 car. It's got Argentinian. In the meantime, the number 11 SMP Racing BR Engineering BR1 AER engine car, Vitaly Petrov, Mikhail Alashin and Shenson Button. That car was having some work done on it, pulled in the pits, and had been absolutely flying. And the car earlier on that I said was United Autosport, sorry, that's Dragon Speed, Dragon. Even though it's got the flags of the United States of America over it, the stars, it's a Dragon Speed car, who of course are American. Mixing that up with the United Autosport Ligier Gibson, I think. That was in the LMP2 class. Do apologise. The temperature's really dropped. It's down to about 13 degrees now, a lot cooler than it was. We've all put jackets on, no sign of rain, but in the cooler conditions that's when the fastest laps happen. The race is still very much on. I must tell you about the LMP2 cars that I'm following. One of them will be the number 32 United Autosport Ligier Gibson. Hugo Sadler, Will Owen and Juan Pablo Montoya, number 32. I'm not sure where they're running at the moment. They're not showing classification on the screen I'm in front of. I wish them well. And the Racing for Holland car, sorry, Team Netherlands, let me get there. Oh, smoke at the back of one of the Fords. Oh, was that just brakes overheating or tyres? Or something a bit more serious? I hope not. The battle of the GTs is royale. They're right on top of each other. All of them could go anyway. So yeah, the number 29 Racing Team Netherlands car, Frits van Erde, Guido van der Gaard and Jan Lammers. I'm wishing them well as well. Maldonado's in the wrong car. I'm not backing him. I love the name of Victor Scheiter, number 35 Delara Gibson. That's what I'm watching. Number 36 is taking to take out beat because Nicolas Lapierre is driving that car, and Nicolas Lapierre I knew a long time ago in A1GP, lovely bloke, great racer. And in my opinion, should be an LMP1 driver, not an LMP2 driver. There you go. Those are the headlines in my LMP2. I'll tell you about the GTM guys later.
Gareth Jones on speed!
You're listening to the sound of the S's as the cars come under the Dunlop Bridge, emerge the other side through the S's and make their way down to Tete Rouge. My favourite spot for sundown. It's now 9:10. Still really light. The lights are on the illuminated sections of the circuit, but not necessary. And I was just going to stand here and record some of the sounds of the cars going by when the gig started at the festival stage just by the Dunlop Bridge. So apologies if this isn't the pure sound of motorsport, just the cars, but here's a bit of the cacophony that goes along with it for a minute or two. Isn't that just lovely? Right, time to gather up people and go meet at the Heineken bar for the Speed Up Twitter followers on Speed Meetup. See you there.
The Gareth Jones on Speed coverage of the 24 Hours of Le Mans 2018 continues in episode 342, available from Thursday 28th of June.
To send us an email, see pictures, get song lyrics, join our Facebook fan site, follow us on Twitter, or to find out about sponsorship opportunities, go to garethjones.tv. Gareth Jones on Speed is made in London by Whiz Bang.
Gareth Jones on speed!